altimeter 2996. ILS runway 23 approach in use. Notice this airman, ILS runway 23 glide path unusual beyond 5 degrees right of course. Charleston communication en route, flight advisory, service outlet frequency 134.825 out of service. All taxiway work in progress, surface painting. Birds in the vicinity for information for West Virginia and surrounding areas available on high watts.
Jesus came and told his disciples, I have been given all authority in heaven and on earth. Therefore, go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Teach these new disciples to obey all my commands I have given you, and be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age.
Well, I was a combat medic in the Army, flying in Hueys. I was in the back of a Huey one day, and it was dusty, and we were climbing in and out of the back. We were sweating, and I saw those two cool guys up in the front flying the aircraft, and I looked around and I thought, I don't need to be sitting back here, I need to be sitting up there. My name's Tim Huggins. I was born in South Carolina originally, and moved to Florida during the late elementary school years, and then grew up the rest of my life in Jacksonville, Florida.
So the purpose of the college is to get people trained up as mission pilots. It's a very specific program in order to give the gospel to the world, you know, the ends of the earth. That's why we're here. My name's Eric Vroman. I'm originally from Rochester, New York, born and raised Rochester, New York. This is a launching pad to, you know, Keystone to who knows where, Keystone to Costa Rica, Keystone to maybe Africa, Keystone to maybe Indonesia, who knows? But it's a launching pad, so we're here to facilitate that and get students trained up with quality flight training education, and then they go out into the world and they let everybody know what the gospel's all about, the good news of Jesus. There's all kinds of ways to do it, but this is our mission specific, you know. Aviation is it's a conduit to get the gospel out. And that's why we're here.
I believe there's a passion that drives somebody to do this type of ministry. Becoming a missionary pilot is not an easy task. You're going to be required to basically leave your comfort zone, leave your family, leave your home, go to a foreign land, and fly an airplane to help missionaries reach other people that are less fortunate or needy. This is an opportunity for people that really have a passion to do that, to excel in that area. We give them the training and the necessary tools to be able to go out and do that. And I believe that if a student wants to come to our college, by the time they get here, they've already made up in their mind, this is the direction that God's given them, and this is the calling on their life. And you definitely have to be passionate about that calling. You have to be sure and positive that this is what you want to do. Once a student graduates from our college, they will actually get a degree in aviation, missionary aviation. Once they actually are placed with a missionary, they'll actually be taken to that part of the world, wherever it's at, and they'll more or less be on their own. That's where they'll actually serve in that capacity as a missionary pilot.
There's no greater reward from flying than to be able to teach a student how to fly and then to train them to fly in a missionary or in a bush environment. That's just really cool. Without the students, it wouldn't be possible. Without God putting the desire to be a missionary aviator in the heart of a person, we wouldn't exist. But God has a very special place and a very special calling upon some people to take their aviation skills and their ability to fly an airplane and to use that talent for a higher purpose. I just don't think it's fair for a student that wants to give his life and a life of service to do missionary flying should be saddled with that kind of debt. One of the problems that young people are facing nowadays is when they go into an aviation program, it's very expensive. So young people and even older adults, they have aspirations to go to the mission field, to serve the Lord, to carry the gospel, to do medical missions and things of that nature. And so they get involved in these aviation programs, and then they find out they're so far in debt they can't go. You can have all of this, and if God's not in it, what do you have? We need colleges and universities that are more concerned about the next generation rather than the next donor. So we're just here serving an awesome, great God who brought all this together and is telling us that we're doing the right thing at the right time with the right people for the right reason.